Text messages have come a long way since the old flip phones, where you had to fumble around and type a message to somebody. But are you making use of the full functionality of your iPhone? All of the tips and tricks and features that are built into the Messages app of your iPhone. If you're not, I'm going to walk you through some amazing ones. The first thing here is you can see I say, "Hey Trevor, hope you have a good day." When, of course, I meant to say, "Hope you have a good day." Now, instead of just taking your finger and tapping around and trying to tap the correct location, you can easily navigate to that exact spot by using the spacebar trick. So press and hold on the spacebar, and you can see the entire keypad goes gray. From here, you can navigate the cursor around, up and down, side to side, to the exact place you want. Just lift your finger up, and then you can enter in the correct text and hit the send button. However, let's say, I accidentally wanted to add more to that, and I've already sent it to the other person. Another cool thing that I can do is I can just press and hold on the message that I just sent and tap on the edit button. From here, I can say, "Hope you have a good day and happy birthday." And now hit the check mark, and just like that, I have edited that text message that I sent to someone else. However, you will see at the bottom right of it, it does say edited. So if I tap on that, it will show the original text message as well as the edited text message. So make sure to keep in mind they will be able to reveal and see what the original one is. However, let's say you sent something and you entirely didn't mean to send it. If I send hi here and I wanted to unsend that, I can also just unsend it instead of editing it. I can just press and hold on my message and then tap on undo send. And just like that, it will disappear. Keep in mind, it will say that you unsent that message, and this does expire after three minutes. So you need to do it fairly quickly. If you send a message, you need to unsend it within 3 minutes. Now let's say, okay, this is a happy birthday message, and instead of just typing out something, you want something a bit more personal. A really cool feature is to take your phone and put it in landscape mode within the Messages app. So let me just do that real quick. Just like that, you can see a new button appears that doesn't appear previously. Next to the microphone icon is that little squiggly icon. I can tap on it, and now all I need to do is use my finger to type out something. So I can just say a little heart, and I can say love with an exclamation point, or whatever you want to do, and tap the done button at the top right. If you messed up, you can tap undo as well. But I'm going to hit done, and you can see it inserts that into the message. I can switch this back to normal portrait mode, just like that, so you can see it. And I can hit send. And it will send that message with my personal handwriting just like that. A really cool feature. However, let's say it's not their birthday today. It's their birthday tomorrow or in a week. But now you have some time to write out a birthday message. You can always send this later, not right now. For whatever reason, it won't let me do that to myself, but let me hop into a conversation with my dad here. And all you need to do is tap the plus next to the iMessage cursor, scroll down, and tap on send later. From here, you can see it defaults to today at 5 p.m. However, I can tap on that, and instead of today, I can fast forward. Keep in mind, this doesn't let you do it for forever, but it does give you some good options here. You can see I'm all the way into November of 2027, or 2026 rather. So essentially I can choose whatever date and time I want. And if I want to send this text message at 11 a.m. on Monday, June 8th, I can enter in the text message and then hit the little send button. And you can see it says send later and the exact time that it will send that text message. However, let's say you didn't mean to do that. All you need to do is tap on edit, and you can edit the message. You can send it currently right now, or in my case, I'm just going to hit delete because this was just an example. Another cool feature is, let's go back out of here, and you can see I've pinned conversations from my family, my brothers, my parents, my wife. If there's an important conversation on here that you want to pin so that it's always at the top here, it's super easy to do. All you need to do is press and hold on their name or their conversation, and then just tap on pin at the top. You can see it will add a little bubble of their name and their face or their profile picture, and you'll be able to tap on it to get into that message easily. It will always be pinned at the top. Of course, if you decide you don't like somebody as much, you can always just press and hold and hit unpin if you want to unpin that conversation. Now, the next cool thing that you might want to do is, let's say somebody sent you a message and it's this really long message and you wanted to go back and respond to it later. You don't want to respond to it now, but you might forget that they sent that to you in the first place. All you need to do in this screen is to press and hold on any conversation and tap on mark as unread. So you can do that in a bunch of instances. In this one, for instance, I can swipe to the right as well and tap on that little message icon, and you can see the blue dot reappears, indicating that I have unread that message, and I can go back and read it again. Really cool. So the next thing I want to show you is, let's hop into this conversation with myself again. Let's say somebody texted you a link of an article they wanted you to read, or sent you a video or photo. Instead of just swiping up potentially a really long ways to be able to find that, you can find all of that information just by tapping on their name at the top. And now you'll be able to see photos and links. I can tap on photos, and it will show me all of the photos sent and received in that conversation. I can easily just tap on it. I can tap download, I can save it, etc. And then I can also tap on links here and go directly to a link that was texted to me or that I texted the other person. A really cool feature directly on here. Now, let's say another example is if you're meeting up with somebody and you wanted to find them in a parking lot or a museum or at a bar or a friend's house, whatever. You can always send your current location, and you can set it to just an hour so that essentially you're sharing that location of your iPhone for an hour. After that, you won't share it so that you can meet up. To be able to do that, just tap on the plus to the left of the cursor. Scroll down from here and tap on location. It will pop up with your current location. You can see it pins my location, and I can just tap share, and I can choose to share it indefinitely, but in this case, I'm just going to choose for 1 hour because I just want to be able to meet up with that person and not have them text me, hey, where are you? I thought you were here. I thought you were here. They can just hop into the Messages app, tap on it, and navigate exactly to where I currently am. A really cool feature that is built into the Messages app. Now, let's say you're getting messages from somebody and you don't want to hear from them. Maybe you're busy, you don't want to put your entire phone on Do Not Disturb or silent, but you don't want to hear from that person. All you need to do if you don't want to hear from somebody is you can mute their conversation. Swipe to the left and tap on the little bell with the line through it. And now you'll still get those conversations from them. They'll still text you, but it won't ring or notify or alert you. Essentially, you've muted that conversation. And now another cool thing that I personally use all the time, because sometimes it's a little bit slow for me to type out everything with my 2 fingers, is I use various options that will transcribe or do audio messages. So the first cool feature is the microphone icon at the bottom right. I can tap on it, and just like that, it will listen to my voice and transcribe my voice into text message. And then from there, whenever I'm ready, I can tap the microphone icon again, and it will stop, and I'll be able to just tap the send button. Keep in mind, it does okay job with finding and reading the text message in the actual words, but it doesn't do a great job with punctuation, like periods and commas, so you might want to read through it again to make sure it is accurate. Another cool feature that is similar to this is to tap on the plus to the left of the cursor and tap on audio. Now this is a little bit different because let me exit out of all of this because it won't let me do both at the same time. This is a little bit different because essentially what this is you're recording your voice and sending your voice message to the person. So tap on the plus and tap audio. And just like that, it starts to record your voice. And you can say something like, hey, happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you later for dinner and, candy afterwards or cake afterwards or whatever. When you're done, tap the little red square and then tap the send button. You can see it sends the audio message to the person. But if they don't feel like listening to it again, which they of course can, they can tap on show more and they can read what you actually said. So it will have the audio message in your own voice, but also transcribe that message so they can see the text if they're not able to listen to it. Maybe they're in a meeting or somewhere that they don't want to play it out loud. Some cool tips and tricks that level up your ability to use the Messages app. I hope this helps. If you enjoyed this video, check out the video over to my right. I think you'll really like that one too. And thanks for watching.